want to shine, 'cause you're one of a kind. Hey everybody, welcome back to another motherfucking story time soup featuring Asher. Say hi everybody. Hello. Anywho, today I ain't gonna lie, y'all, I don't know what the hell we're gonna talk about. What you wanna talk about? What you wanna talk about? So little stinky dude, Asher, he wasn't like taking bottles and stuff, and for the very first time yesterday, he took a bottle. So everybody got the applause. He took a bottle for the first time, and he took a pacifier, y'all. I'm so proud of him. I'm so proud of this boy, young man. He's so cute. This is my baby, along with my other two. But anywho, yeah, don't ask me, because no, I am not high. But I'm just saying, why do the craziest shit always gotta happen to me when I'm high or something? Like, and I know that's just very random. So y'all, let me tell y'all. So this one time, I was living with my dad, and I was in Chicago, and this was like, damn, when was that? I don't know, like maybe 2020-ish or 2021-ish. I don't know. I think it was 2020-ish. And it was before I had went to Georgia or whatever. So y'all, me and my cousins, y'all know how the kickbacks be. Like, you know how, I think somebody was coming over. It was some kind of little gathering that we had. I think my cousin must have came to town. So, the little cousins that we was around the same age. We was the youngsters, and we wasn't supposed to be smoking or nothing like that. So boom, we bop out to go smoke at the park or whatever. Okay, cool. So yeah, we go and we smoking. We get high as hell. It was me and like 4 of my other cousins. We out there getting high in the motherfucker. Okay, cool. So we sitting at the park. We chilling. So y'all, why do I get on the swing? I think like all of us got on the swing. It was like a set of like 6 or 8 swings at that park, and it wasn't nothing there. It was just like this big, super big ass field with nothing but swings there and a couple of benches, and it was just like a big ass walkway. So we get on the swings, and I should have known better than to get on the one that I got on. Mind you, I was high as hell at the time. I get on this one, and I noticed that it had a rip in it, but you know what? I didn't think nothing of it. I'm like, damn, that hoe just ripped. But it wasn't like ripped halfway or ripped all the way through. It's just like this much of a rip. And like a swing is like this thick, but it was like about this much rip. I don't know why, y'all. I get my ass on the swing. And so we swinging, y'all. And I'm just going boom, boom, boom. I'm getting higher and higher. And as my high is getting higher and higher, I'm swinging higher and higher on the swing. Next thing I know, I can't help laughing, y'all. Next thing I know, I hear this loud ass grrr. And I'm like, damn, what the hell was that? Y'all, I blinked my eyes. And next thing I know, I'm like, I believe I can fly. Baby, I flew through the goddamn sky, y'all. I swear the shit was so fucking crazy. Next thing I know, I blink my eyes, open my eyes. I'm on the fucking ground. And all my cousins, they was like, bitch, you play too fucking much. And they thought I was fucking around. And I ain't know what happened, y'all. Until the swing started, like, the swing had like ripped apart, and like the bitch was just swinging back and forth. It was in half, y'all. Like, I'm like, I know good and well I am not that fucking heavy. Like, be for real, I'm skinny and I'm heavy, but I'm not that heavy, y'all. And next thing I know, they looked at me. It took them like 2 minutes to actually realize what was going on. And when they realized, one of my cousins laughed so hard that she pissed herself, y'all. The shit was so funny. Let me think. Okay, I'm gonna tell you another story. Now this time, I don't know if I was high or not, but y'all, so one time I was with this dude. What we gonna call him? For the sake of the story time, we gonna call him Drake. Let's call him Drake. Okay, cool. That is not his real name, but I have to say that because people be thinking that the stories be about them, and they be all up in my grill, and they was not invited to the barbecue. So back up. Anywho, so me and Drake, right? Drake was my boo at the time, and that was my baby for real. Like, we met short, just to sum it up. He met me at school or whatever. He didn't go to the school. Drake ended up coming up there, and he would like ride his bike to come see me all the time, and it was just so romantic. And like, I fell in love with this boy because like he used to sit there and pick me up and stuff like that on his little no, he would ride his bike to see me like 45 minutes away, and then he would just come just to see me for like 5 minutes for me to get on the bus and give me a hug, give me a kiss, and go on about his business. But he rode and walked all that way just for me in the rain, snow, sleet, hail. He did all that just for me. So I was like, oh my god, that's so sweet, my Prince Charming. Sight nigga fucking somebody. Motherfuckers is weird as hell. But anywho, yeah, that's before everything turned weird. And so he was my babooski. And so woo woo da 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 boo bing bang, we ended up dating, and we kind of took things slow a little bit, but then we kind of sped things up, and it just like, you know, we kind of fell in love with each other. Okay, cool. So we was kids, we was young, we would go to like the fucking hospitals, and we would just sit there just to be warm when it was cold out. Like, we would go to the park and just chill and hang out. He was just a gentleman. He was so fucking sweet to me. And so anywho, one day, this was like, I don't know how long we was dating at this point. So one day I had snuck his ass over, right? So this is around the time my cousin ended up moving in with my dad and stepmom and me. So cool. So I snuck the boy in the house while everybody was gone. I don't know where my cousin was at, but I didn't like him because he was a tattletale. So the shit was fucking hilarious, y'all. Hold on, let me go lay him down. Right back. Hold on, y'all. Don't stop the popcorn. Okay, I is a back. Okay, cool. Excuse me looking rough, y'all. Y'all pay attention to the wrong motherfucking thing. Pay attention to the growth, honey. Cause baby, months ago it was like this, you feel me? Like, y'all couldn't see nothing. It was too much shrinkage, baby. But now it's giving. But anywho, so back to the motherfucking story. I snuck shorty ass over or whatever, and we didn't really do nothing, like on some real ass shit. You know, I tell y'all if I did some shit, but we wasn't even doing nothing for real. He just came over to kick it. The most we did was like kissing. That's it for real. Like, it wasn't even nothing serious. He was over there for like, I don't know, a couple minutes to like an hour, like 30-45 minutes to an hour. Cool. We wasn't doing shit, chilling in there, caking up, whatever, laid up together, cuddling, watching TV. That was really it. We wasn't doing shit. So around after I said like I said, like about 45 minutes to an hour, boom, cuzzo ass come home. Alright, so I knew he was gonna snitch, so I'm like, oh shit, how I'm gonna get you up out of here. And so I was like, okay. Buddy ass was sitting at the kitchen table, and the kitchen table is like, okay, the front door is like right here, and then you got the fucking table in the kitchen like right here. Like, when you come in, that's the first thing you walk into is the fucking kitchen. So boom, buddy ass sitting right at the table, directly right there looking at the fucking door. So it was just like crazy as hell. So he was eating or whatever, and I'm like, damn, how I'm gonna get you the fuck up out of here. And then I had to get him out of there before my dad never came home, and I'm like, this man gotta get the fuck up and go so I can sneak you out the door, and I can just act like I'm going somewhere. Cool. So he was just sitting there, and I'm like, damn, what we gonna do? So we brainstorm, and we come up with this brilliant fucking idea, y'all. Mind you, I'm not high. Neither one of us was high at the time. So he ended up saying I could just go out the window. Mind you, my dad got a 2-story house, so I'm up on the fucking second level. Like, that shit high as hell. Cool. So for him to jump out the fucking window, not only are you jumping out of a 2nd-story window, it's a big ass like concrete fucking patio in the back. So if he would have jumped out the window, like, he would have hit the fucking like the hard concrete. So I'm like, man, I don't know, dude. Let me see what I can do. So then he was like, no, don't worry about it. Just come on. Just I get out the window. I get out the window. Cool. So I'm like, you know what? All right, hold on. I'm gonna go outside, and I'm gonna catch you. Yeah. And I was so small. I was like smaller than I am now. I'm still kind of small, but I was way smaller than I am now. So I was like, yeah, I catch you. So gee, buddy ass was like, all right, cool. So I sit up there and I go outside, and I already didn't want him to do it. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna grab a chair or whatever. I'm sorry if I bust out laughing because this shit is so fucking funny, y'all. So he ends up like going out the window, and I said, okay, hold on, wait a minute, let me prepare myself first. Let me prepare myself. So my cousin's still sitting up there eating. He not paying no mind. I told him I'll be back. I'm running out, do the woo, da da, and I'll be back. So shit, I didn't tell him what I was doing. Like I said, he was a snitch. So I go out to the back, and buddy ass is like hanging out the fucking window. And like, yeah, it was raining outside. Yeah, it was raining outside. I don't know why this shit is still funny. Like, I have never, and I don't think I will ever forget that shit. When I say the shit was fucking epic, it was giving Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down those precious inches. Fuck you talking about? So his ass was just hanging, and then like it was raining outside, so it was slippery and shit. I'm like, wait, hold on, let me go get the chair. And before I could wait, y'all, I'm trying not to laugh. Okay, like, so before I could go get the fucking chair, like like I was trying to like position it underneath him so he hit the chair. And yeah, I gotta stop laughing. Okay. So, like, before I could say, let's go, he let go, and he, like, just fell out the fucking sky. Yeah, and he had fell and hit the grill. I'm sorry, y'all, that shit too fucking funny. He fucking fell off the grill, G, and, like, slipped, and his leg, y'all, mind you, I don't remember. I think he was playing basketball like a week or a couple days beforehand. So his leg was already fucked up. So when he when he fell, y'all, he fucked his leg up even more. So gee, I'm so sorry. If you watching this shit, Drake, and you know who I'm talking about, I'm so sorry that I'm laughing so fucking hard. But gee, that shit was epic. That shit goes down in the fucking history books. Gee, he bust his shit and yeah, and he limped up out of there. And the way he was fucking walking, I was trying not to laugh at him. I was trying not to laugh at him. He was bleeding and everything, and I was cracking the fuck up laughing, G. Like, I could not stop laughing. And I was like, damn, is you okay? I had to go get some band-aids and like clean them up and shit and doctor up on him. But moral of the story, he was alright. And like, I'm so sorry that I'm laughing, y'all. But that shit, if y'all would have seen that shit, like, I fucking fell out. Like, it was giving, it's raining, man. Hallelujah, it's raining, man. Hey, because it was definitely raining a man, baby. That man rained out the goddamn sky. The shit was so funny. Like, shorty. But he was okay, and he limped away. And I laughed at him real hard. So, more of the story. Okay, let me fast forward. I'm gonna drag the story out because I got a few more minutes. Okay, cool. So, fast forward. My snitching ass cousin or whatever. He was okay, so fast forward. I ended up graduating high school at this point. So this is like a couple months later. I don't remember. I just know it was around like maybe let's say 2-3 months. Okay, say 2-3 months. So I graduate high school, whatever. Woo out the band, boogity boo. And so I had threw my own little celebration. Didn't nobody really come like that, but my man at the time, Drake, came, and Drake's homies or whatever, you know, they was like my brothers. So I was like, shit, come on through, let's smoke that tree, and drink some drink and have a good time. Cool. So they pop over. My cousin came, and shit, that was it. They came over, and it was like 5 or 6 of us total. It was not that many of us. It was just a few, and we up in the backyard of my dad's house. Okay, cool. So I had told my cousin, not the one that lived there, my favorite cousin or whatever. So I'm telling her what had happened, and she thought the shit was so when I say the shit was hilarious, oh my god, y'all, it was so fucking funny. So when I told her, she thought the shit was funny. And so we was just so happy back there. We drinking, we smoking, having a good ass time. My nosy ass, snitching ass cousin that was living there, he was back there too. And he was just, you know, trying to be nosy so he could have something to go snitch about. Okay, cool, which pissed me off. So he was just back there eavesdropping, listening to every fucking thing. So then randomly out the blue, we already had some motherfucker in, had a little drinky drink. So she say, damn, which window was it? Was it that one? And she started cracking up laughing, but she didn't mean it in the moment. We was just on some drunken high shit, and like, she just kind of blabbed it out. So I was like, what you talking about? And she was like, when you say he had fell out the window or whatever, woo woo. So I started dying laughing all over again. And so then she ended up telling the homies the story. And like I said, Drake was already there. So he was laughing because he remembered what the hell went on too. So mind you, my snitching ass cousin sitting right there at the table. So when she said that shit, all of a sudden, oh, now he ready to snitch on my ass. So boom, soon as everybody leave, mind you, this cousin that was a snitch was way older than me. And so he was like maybe, I think it was like a year or two older than me. He wasn't that much older than me, but he was like a year or two older than me. And so he was just a snitching ass motherfucker, bro. So he couldn't wait to go tell that shit. And so one day, I think the next day, so my cousin begged him not to snitch. Please don't tell, don't tell. And so the cousin that lived with me liked it, my favorite cousin that was a girl. He was really trying to get with her on that or whatever, but she didn't like him. But she was like, shit, I go on a date with you or whatever if you don't tell on her. Please don't tell on her. I give you whatever you want. I do whatever you want. Whatever. Woo. So he was like, cool, I ain't gonna snitch on you. Whatever. Woo out the band, biggity boo. So then the next day, my cousin, she had spent the night. So we already up there. We wake up the next morning. And so me and dude, okay, so I got into it with my cousin that was a boy because he was sitting up asking Drake, like, was he hitting the skins? Was he, you know, with me? And I'm like, that's none of your goddamn business, because Drake had told me. And I didn't appreciate the fact that, you know, you supposed to be my cousin. You're not even my real cousin. You're my step cousin. And you telling this, like, why is you asking him questions like that? That's none of your fucking business. You feel me? So shorty ass ended up telling me, and I ended up snapping off on him, and I told him, you know, that's not any of your business. And so he went off on me, nah, this and that, I can ask whatever I want to ask before I sit there and tell her that you want to sit there. So basically he's trying to be loud so the way my stepmom was at the house. My dad was at work. He was trying to be loud so the way my stepmom could hear and shit like that on some messy ass shit. And I'm like, dude, like, I thought you said you wasn't gonna say nothing. So then all of a sudden we going back and forth, woo, da da da. He turned the shit to an argument, and he getting like, I can ask whatever I want to fucking ask, cause you the one should never snuck him over here in the first place, had him hanging out the window. I'm like, bro, you a messy ass, weirdo ass motherfucker, bro. So he sat there and was like, nah. And so he basically told my stepmom what had happened. So I ended up packing my shit, cause I knew, I ain't gonna lie, like, I knew my dad was gonna beat my ass. And like I said, my dad used to like physically like beat the fuck out of me, like pick me up, slam me to the ground, like fight me like a man. I didn't want to fight his ass over that shit. It was not worth it, G. So I'm like, you know what, pack my shit, left. So then me and Drake ended up staying together, and la la la, woo da woo, do da dee dee, da da da, and woo out the bam, biggity boom boom. And yeah, we didn't work out, and but we was together for a very long ass time. Very long ass time. And I ain't gonna lie, y'all, I was so in love with that man. I was so in love with him. And unfortunately, everything didn't work out. We ended up breaking up. But I told y'all this story time to tell y'all how he fell out the window. Not all the rest of that shit. If y'all wanna know that story time, that's a whole nother story time that I don't even know if I really want to get into that, because I really don't give a fuck. But that shit was funny as fuck. I'm so sorry, y'all. That shit was hilarious. And I guess that's gonna conclude the story time today. I would have liked to show y'all some of the work that I've been doing. I've been making candles and stuff like that. But I am on the verge of selling them, and I, you know, kind of, what is the word? I don't know the word right now. I can't think. I had to, you know, give them away. I don't know what the word is. I can't think right now. But yeah, I had to give them away. So I have to make more candles and share my stuff with you all. But if y'all got me on like Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, or whatever, boo out the wham, biggity boo. Then y'all will see what I'm talking about. I got that good shit, y'all. Buy some motherfucking candles. Fucking Mother's Day is coming up, bro. Give y'all mama a candle. And no, I'm not talking about no stick ass candle. No, I'm talking about like some good ass shit, bro. Tune in. What y'all waiting on? Like, y'all can watch me on video, but y'all don't want to tune in and help motherfuckers out. Like, I be feeling like, not y'all, because I love y'all. Y'all not no haters because y'all watching me, okay? But it be some haters out here, you feel me? They don't like to support motherfuckers. Like, damn, motherfuckers got to start out somewhere. And motherfuckers that's famous, y'all support their ass before y'all support somebody that's actually out here trying. And literally, y'all know, before they got famous, they was just like me, you feel me? They didn't have shit really going like that for themselves. They had to build that shit. So shit, I'm trying to do the best I can, bro. Help a motherfucker out, bro. Fuck wrong with y'all? Fuck, beat y'all motherfucking dead. Now let me stop it. I'm just playing. But I'm about to cut this motherfucking cantaloupe and for these kids because they deserve some fruit. They sweet. So that will conclude the story time. I will talk to you later. Love you guys. Bye.